hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored.
Nah.
Tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too.
Probably very slightly.
300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
Very, very slightly. It's gonna take some time, but I've been doing all I need to do for it. But thanks for asking. My lady friend came by yesterday to check up on me, and she's planning to do the same thing tomorrow, possibly today. You know, got my mom assisting me and my grandmother assisting me with the whole process, the healing process and whatnot, so that's where these graphics are so horrible. Oh, excellent, man. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that.
I take it
At least you get something out of it.
Is a technological marvel.
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a word.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules.
Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Gamma seems to be a reoccurring theme these days.
Oh, you think I'm bad? You should ask Bruce. Actually, don't. He's been really sensitive since... You know what? Never mind.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. But then again, I guess depending how the quality is, hopefully the quality will stand up too.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
What sort of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Hey, that'll be good. That's a good chunk of change.
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality. You
must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Swell Sleeper Camp. Just kidding.
Yeah, true. You can't expect everybody to buy. That is true.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's...
Yeah, that's good. I like websites that do that. Some colors work better than others, though, depending on the designs. So yeah, I like giving them that option. I did that with a couple other shirts that I had gotten probably about 6 months ago.
But Hydra doesn't
mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Hey, Hunter. No problem. What do you think? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Well, you know, that probably is round about the price they end up putting on those shirts anyways, especially for YouTubers. Usually it's kind of been around that price point. I think I've seen them about $15 to $20.
Fascinating.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Well, there's an idea. I'm back now.
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony.
Oh, dang it, I shouldn't have said that. Oh my gosh, look at those frame drops back there, dude. Holy moly.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dhampir?
You say that.
How is that?
A vampire bit my mother. Don't know if that's how it always is.
What brought you?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago,
Did she ever?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires. She gave me safe haven here at the... So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this...
Tell me
All right.
Why did you join?
Guess I never found...
Is that...
No, but that's all I'll share for now. If I trust...
What can you tell me?
Nothing.
I'm not asking you to break...
Fine. Which one?
What do you...
Keeps to it.
That...
She's a private person. Until she lets you in.
When does she...
At her own pace. Respect that? Who else?
Tell me...
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her...
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but...
What makes you...
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let anyone else.
What about...
He's exactly what he seems. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but he's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against anyone else.
Tell me what...
Well, there are a few people I tolerate. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand,
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of...
I do.
Anyone else?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Do you?
I think we're the only ones aware, and I think we're pretty green. Speaking of training, we doing it?
I'm
Fine. Back again. All right then.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I agree.
Hunt, what's up?
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked... I'm Carol. Carol Danvers, but... Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought... Not gonna lie. Going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome.
Look,
sounds like fun.
it's Super Karen.
Bigger fish to fry.
Feminazi 101.
Not so much fish as that ginormous, invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Heavy lock.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster... Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again...
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I agree. I wouldn't either.
Just how far are you willing to...
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum... You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. Welcome back.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Hey.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light-years out. This should be easy.
We waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter
Yeah, that's true.
which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive Encryption Net Transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy, abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology.
Boy, that'd be great to see. You'd have some real competition on your hands.
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
I don't understand why it's telling me it's normal difficulty when I specifically put it as story difficulty.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
What is this, Resident Evil 4? Which, by the way, I have the Resident Evil 4 remake coming. It'll be here tomorrow, so maybe I'll have a chance to stream it tomorrow at some point.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydra's. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be good to know. Good thing to know you have some plans down the pipe.
Don't blink.
I am impressed.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
Hail that!
Hail Hydra! Awaiting reinforcements.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. The Agent 00E yesterday was talking about it. He's like, I'm surprised they actually gave her boobs in this.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Seems like a lot of superheroes are kind of like that nowadays. The most recent superhero movie I saw was Black Adam, and honestly, it was good. It was one action set piece to the next. I liked it.
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Bring your whole army for all I care.
I'm on it. I'm still in my prime.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see Shazam too. I was wondering how it was. I did like the first one.
So that's how that works. Here we go. You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
Can now go binary. Whoa, wait a minute here now. Wait a minute, Captain Marvel binary? Oh, say it isn't so. I thought it was a he, she, they, them, XYZ, elemental P, 1, 2, 3, Peach Cobbler. That's so funny. Captain Marvel can now go binary. Oh, that's so funny. Given the state of just how stupid media is nowadays. I really wish Agent 00E was here to see this. He'd have so many jokes.
Brought something to read.
Oh, shut up. When you go binary to deal significantly more damage. Yeah, no kidding. Because you know what you were born with when you were born. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I think it ended up giving me some video that I could send him, though.
I hope to break my resolve.
Hope you're ready. On Beta, moving into position.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Enemy is mobile.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces.
Just like old times.
Yeah, that is true.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Not a problem.
Forever in service.
I should have moved him. Good grief, I should have moved him.
How many times is that?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Leave some for the rest of us. You have earned this. Is that truly your best?
I'm on it. Now they're really in trouble.
Hydra is in control of the situation.
That's not supposed to hurt.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Come get it.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Watch and... You asked for it.
Did they teach that in the Air Force?
Position compromised.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms. You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy.
Something, dark side.
Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey?
This isn't Ghostbusters. Those are some type of special DLC characters.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk? Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
I actually got that joke.
All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little?
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. These missions...
ECW morning? Well, good morning to you. Even though it's 1:18 in the afternoon here. You have to forgive me, I mute myself off and on because I had surgery on Tuesday. So, healing up and all that.
Just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Yeah, you're over there on the west side. Well, it's going to take some time. It was umbilical hernia surgery, so it's going to take some healing time. I did have a hernia surgery years ago, and I only got one cut on me. And that was a lot more easier to deal with than this one. I've so far got like 9 on me right now instead of just 1. So yeah. They're tiny incisions, you know. They're small ones, but they still had to happen.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only... Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear... Makes me hate her.
I did not realize you...
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford... I'm kidding. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. So, the first thing you need to know. The glowing... Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead...
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me.
That's not creepy at all.
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have...
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm...
Just what you...
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One?
I had some questions about...
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One...
Can you...
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe...
What about the words you...
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish.
I had some questions.
The runaway?
Were you all...
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents... First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us...
What did you...
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced... You know, typical kids.
Who was on...
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our... Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. And Alex...
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker.
I'm glad to see you using your free time productively. It's a shame that Faustus got away. Looks like you're finding your way around.
I was planning...
Things are moving at a frantic pace.
To stand still?
You got that one from Agatha. She used... I am sorry. I should have had this talk.
What?
Fears. Or maybe just...
The loss could not have...
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege. Wanda's abilities were growing too quickly for my liking.
Agatha...
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I know the others still harbor a great deal of...
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life.
I like to believe that. Wanda. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to... You should pay your respects. Good night.
Agatha!
You always did have the most just like your... Maybe that's what... To commune with us...
Is this a trick of some kind?
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. I actually find it quite...
You are...
Always straight to the...
You seem strange.
After 1,000 years of living...
And what have you...
Meet me by the cave just a...
The Bloodgate? Caretaker...
I think we can safely lift the veil on... Ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
The portal awaits. There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck.
Charmander Charlie.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight.
centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength. I am impressed. To get on my bad side.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They
Leave some for the rest of us. Your fate is sealed. Your mother abandoned you. Now that was something.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her role as caretaker after the goddess herself.
Feel my call. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
This looks like an office.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything the two of you, as well as your mother, your lineage follows an unbroken line. And if you call upon them, they won't work miracles for you. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with...
Noble Ashtor guides my hand.
After all this time, it's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. That's why the Elder God's influence was so and why our sanctuary here has remained all but in... And now I'm rambling on like an old... Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and... let's keep this just between the two of us for now. Good night, Hunt.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Curious. What is this? Interesting. The goddess disagrees. Oster smiles upon it. Goddess of Order approves.
My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.